Disaster. To a fantastic start. What if it's not the right color? What if I hate it? I'm on a mission to turn my fixer-upper kitchen into the farmhouse cozy kitchen of my dreams. I've got a Pinterest board ready. Josh brought me every yellow and blue paint color option that they had at the hardware store, and in true Tori fashion, I just picked one and we're going off vibes. Paint samples add up kind of fast. I'm also really impatient to like drive back and forth to town. I just want to put some paint on these sad gray walls. So that is what we are doing today. I am playing with a lot more color than I'm used to with home decor. I'm going to start by just painting the front door. I primed it the other night after work, just to like allow the colors to kind of grow on me a little bit. I did already purchase the colors, so hopefully I don't hate them once I put them up because we are kind of pot committed, but I do want a little bit of time to get used to them before I put them everywhere. I would say like 90% of the design inspo for this kitchen came from this rug I got on Amazon. It is so stinking cute. It makes me smile every time I see it, and we are going full butter kitchen. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Our living room and kitchen are very open concept, which I've never really run into design-wise before. So I was struggling a little bit to figure out where like the kitchen ends and the living room begins. So to make this feel really cohesive, we've decided to carry the blue from the cabinets onto the trim and the door in the main living area so that it all kind of feels like one space. Very technical construction.
Anyone you hire to do work will do stuff like that.
Just don't watch too closely.
Yeah, just don't look at them too closely.
Are we gonna do projects, Bubba? Woo! Disaster. It just like all started coming out everywhere. Holy moly. To a fantastic start. Yes, I am aware that I desperately need to clean my floors. Moving into a fixer-upper house, I'm trying not to be overwhelmed by the amount of projects that we have to do. I'm usually a kind of person that wants to just like get them all done, but the list in this house is long and I'm trying to approach it with a different mindset. The house is a work in progress, not a one and done project, and that's how I'm trying to think about it. But the goal today is to paint the walls yellow. I am absolutely obsessed with the blue color on the door and the cabinets. I noticed this morning the colors look a little bit different just depending on how the light hits them, and it looks a little bit softer in the kitchen than it does on the front door. And I think it's gonna be gorgeous, beautiful on the cabinets, and I'm so excited. But the cabinets are kind of a big project. Luckily, we don't have a ton of cabinets in this kitchen. Lucky in this situation, as far as storage goes, not so lucky. We're thinking about maybe exploring some more built-ins down the line. But if I could just get the first coat of the yellow paint done, I will feel like it is a successful Saturday. I'm doing like a good chunk of all of the work on my weekends from my day job. So do I think I'm going to get this all done this weekend? Probably not. We're gonna give it our best shot, so stay tuned. but I literally can't tell you how excited I am to see this color on the wall. Something about that makes it real. The color is roasted corn, is the name of this color. Very aesthetic. I don't know if that's really the look I'm going for, so I might actually be nervous now. I cannot tell you how terrified I am after discovering that this color is called roasted corn. Josh brought me the paint swatches originally from Lowe's and then actually bought the paint at Home Depot. So he switched brands and just color matched. And roasted corn sounds disgusting. It's yellow. Also, I absolutely despise like the process of painting, how prep work and like cut-ins take forever, and then all of the progress happens in like 10 minutes when you use the roller. I find like the lack of progress and then all the progress all at once to be like unsatisfying. Anyway, this is the color. It's very yellow. I'm nervous about it, but it also could be really cute. We'll see. It's not too yellow. I think it's like, what if it's too yellow? What if it's not butter enough? It's too roasted corn. What if it's not the right color? What if I hate it? Just keep painting? As terrified as I was of this roasted corn color, it is gorgeous. The kitchen is so bright and fresh. I was dying when I came in here this morning to get my coffee. As you do when you are on a roll with a project, I ran out of paint last night, so my husband was so kind to drive all the way to town and get me more. And he brought me back a donut when he came home. So, husband of the year. I just have one more quick coat to roll and the yellow paint will be done. I'm gonna save the blue paint on the cabinets for another weekend. And while the paint is drying, I wanna like look through all my decor. This is a much bigger kitchen than I'm used to. I have some curtains that I ordered that we're gonna hang later, but I think I have a couple of things that are going to be perfect for this blue and yellow summer fresh farmhouse kitchen. So I want to pull those things out, figure out what the holes are so we can go thrifting. I've been trying to have a little bit more of a thrift list. Usually I'm like a, if it's shiny, it catches my eye, I think I should have it kind of gal. But I'm trying to be so much more intentional because I'm really trying to curate a home that feels like you're at grandma's house. Just that kind of nostalgic summer kid feeling, you know what I mean? I know for sure that I want to get some blue and white plates. There is the perfect spot in this kitchen for one of those cutesy little plate displays. But one thing I'm learning about living in the country very quickly is a list is necessary, because driving to and from town, I feel like I forget something literally every time I go to the store, and that is becoming a little bit more of a problem now. This is a curtain household, so we will be taking out these janky blinds so I can see all these gorgeous trees. You're so patient. I gave you permission to do demo day and you're gonna still just take them out the nice way. I admire your patience. It is with a sad heart and sore muscles that I report it did indeed require a third coat, but the sun is shining, the paint is dry, and we're hanging up curtains. Little curtain reveal. The light in this sunroom since we took down the blinds, unreal. Oh my god, I'm so excited. The blue and yellow look so good together. I just got these off Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. Oh my gosh, is it so pretty? I love it. Ah! Okay, now I need to clean off this hot mess of a table so we can get the full effect. Since we don't actually have any seating yet, the dining room table has become a dump all, and that ends today. Am I gonna find a home for all these things? Probably not. They will probably just be relocated to be a later Tori's problem. The curtains made the biggest difference, and this is a design hill I will now die on, is curtains are an absolute non-negotiable. The blue and yellow look so good together, and now we just kind of need to figure out the built-in situation in the dining room. We will probably tackle that the same weekend we paint the cabinets. Progress, baby. I am a little worried that it might feel cluttered or like kind of crowded in here with the built-ins, because I also saw this on Pinterest last night. The original plan was like more of a built-in dinette, but I feel like this like cozy little coffee nook could be really nice too. So let me know what you guys think. The table fits in the spot perfectly, but I'm worried the bench will just be a little bit much, but it also could be perfect. So let me know what you think. So I decided to end the yellow paint here, and then we've got my book nook and the front door. I did paint the front door blue to kind of make it feel more cohesive. And I wanted to show you guys literally the craziest thing. So this stunning, gorgeous blue quilt that completes the room literally perfectly. In my last video, we went to Goodwill looking for some vintage furniture, particularly a dresser for the bedroom, and we found the most stunning vintage dresser I've ever seen in my life for $70. So when we went to load it into the truck, they were like, "Do you have a tarp?" And of course, we were unprepared. What would you expect from us? So they just tossed me this quilt like it was literally nothing to cover up the dresser for the drive home. I'm gonna stand on the reading chair so you can get the full effect. Look at her. There's no stains, no holes. Like I would pay like upwards of $30 for something like this, and they just gave it to me for free. And it's literally perfect for the design I'm going for in here. So I think between the blue checkered curtains and this quilt on the chair, it's gonna be perfect. I also think we're going to need to rehome this green lamp. As beautiful as she is, the green is kind of harshing the vibe. We were talking about doing green in the guest bedroom, so maybe TBD on that. Accepting ideas on what to do with this wall. I dug through the decor stash and pulled out the stuff that I think is going to be perfect for the farmhouse kitchen. I have lots of thrifted and gifted bits, which makes me so happy. And I feel like I've got a pretty good start, so we can put a couple things out and see what we really need to look for to like complete the vibe. My thrifted whiskey barrel cookie jar. Obviously, this is one of my favorite thrift finds probably ever. No cottage kitchen is complete without baskets, and I have a feeling we're gonna need some more baskets. Something about me is with my thrift finds, I literally never take the price tags off them, so I can actually tell you how much these were. These were $5.35 each, a little set of 2. They have these really cute little farmhouse pieces of art in them. I thought the shape of these was really fun and interesting too. And since we went so bold on the color, I feel like the pops of wood are going to be so cozy and warm. You might recognize these from our last kitchen renovation at our old house, but these were $3.99 each. And I originally had them hung above the sink. I feel like the gold foil on these is going to pop with the yellow so well. Again, kind of just have that like vintagey farm kind of print in them. I have this little milk jug. This feels especially fitting because we actually can see a huge cattle ranch from our backyard, which has been 10 out of 10, by the way. This I thrifted for $3.99 and I'm so excited to actually finally hang this up. I've never really done a lot of blue in decor, but it was so pretty I couldn't leave it behind. I feel like a lot of the prints that I find are usually your like standard frame sizes, so I love when I find like taller, skinny stuff like this to add some more variety to the shapes of a gallery wall. My grandma gifted us the cutest little sign that says kitchen closed, flown the coop since we're crazy chicken people. I thrifted this bread warmer for $2.99. It actually has instructions on the back on like how to use it, but it is so beautiful. It has a little string, but I feel like if I add a longer one, I'd love to hang this somewhere. A little wooden shelf for some displays. I have some really cool like cowboy boot glasses and stuff I've thrifted over the year that I would love to set out. And then I have this really cute little lantern. My mom gifted me this. They just moved recently too, and she was getting rid of some things. But I feel like this is gonna be so sweet on that little shelf. So now the fun part, all the hard work is done, and we finally get to play with the decor. We are big pizza people, so I wanna start with like my functional decor, like the stuff we actually use, because I feel like a lot of it's quite cute. That's something I feel like that is so staple in a cottage kitchen is like having the items that you use every day out where you can grab them really easily. It feels homey and lived in. Power tools and PJs on this fine Tuesday morning. Artfully arrange the basket so we have the messy basket of baskets energy. And I'm gonna put that up here, I think. Funny story about these cabinets anyway, my parents gave us this fridge when we moved in and it was slightly too big to fit in this area. So Josh had to like cut the bottom of these cabinets out so you can't actually use them anyway. So that feels like the perfect place to place the baskets. And then once the garden is going, I can use that bigger basket to go get produce to bring inside for cooking. Got the lantern, and my mom also gave me this wheelbarrow thing, which is surprisingly heavy, that I thought could look super cute. Ooh, I love that actually. I'd love to thrift for some like flowers I can put in that. I wonder if I should put this one on the other corner. That's gonna be a work in progress, I feel like. More baskets, 100% to fill some of that in. I feel like that's like for bigger decor pieces, which I never really had room for before. So we'll add that to our thrift list. And I think the final project I would want to do to really finish off the kitchen is I want to try and sew one of those adorable little oven skirt things. I've been seeing them all over Pinterest. I want to thrift for fabric for that. I'm thinking like yellow or blue florals. Bonus points if I can find yellow and blue florals. And then the other DIY I've seen that I really want to try is handmade oven mitts out of an old thrifted quilt. I want to keep my eye out for like a quilted pillow sham or something. It's actually crazy what a little bit of paint can do. This room feels so different, so cozy, and I can't wait to continue the very long list of projects to turn this into my dream cottage kitchen.